Hey guys, Lincoln here from bullacademy.org. Today I want to discuss with you Robinhood. Yes, Robinhood, the free stock trading platform that is used mostly by millennials and anyone who likes good design and easy to use interfaces. So one question that I always ask when I'm going to deal with somebody in business is, how do they make money? How does this person afford to interact with me in this manner, right? And what does the word free mean? There are so many platforms out there that say they're free, right? Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all these other platforms. Robinhood is one of them. They say they're free. You can trade stocks for free, buy and sell, and they won't charge you anything. How can they afford to do that? How can they afford to run a business that is worth billions of dollars by offering free trading? This isn't a thing that has always existed. The big guys, Charles Schwab and TD Ameritrade and all those other guys, they haven't done this before, and Robinhood came around and said, hey, why not offer commission-free trading? And the Charles Schwabs of the world said, we charge for that. We charge for buying and for selling. Why would you make that free? How can you make that free? Robinhood said, hey, we have a way. We're going to make great deals with market makers. And we're going to discuss all of that today. We have the data on how much Robinhood earned in Q2 from stock trading and for stock option trading. And we're going to cover all of that in this video, so let's get into it. So like I said, when you're doing business with somebody, you need to always ask, how are they making money? How can banks afford to take your money and hold it for you for free? Well, it's not free. They're taking your money, investing it, and then giving you a 0.01% interest rate while they keep 100% of the profits, right? And you are pretty much getting screwed over because your money's losing value every single year at 2% due to inflation. So that's not free. Because you're actually curious, you can actually look into it and you can see that, oh, savings accounts actually are very expensive. They cost me lots of money. Why am I doing this thing that is pretty much burning my cash at 2% per year? That's dumb, right? So you have to actually ask the question, how can they afford to offer me this service for free? And it turns out that when you actually look into it, it's not free for you. You're losing money. So then same thing with Robinhood. If you're gonna give your money to somebody, you have to know what they're gonna do with it and how they're gonna make money from it. Nothing's free in this world, right? So how does Robinhood make money? We all use this platform. There's millions of us using this platform. We don't pay a penny for it, right? It's a free service for us. But then we look into it and we can see exactly how Robinhood makes its money, because Robinhood is a unicorn. Right, a company worth $1 billion, a startup worth $1 billion. And all these investors, all these venture capitalists and private investors out there, they're going to make lots of money from Robinhood once they go public and they become a publicly traded company too. So Robinhood is not a bad business. They make lots of money by doing some very smart things. So as you know, Robinhood is a pioneer in commission-free trading, and they have pushed all of their competitors to offer commission-free trading. Charles Schwab, TD Ameritrade, they all offer commission-free trading these days. So how does Robinhood make money? Well, Robinhood makes money by having great deals, great business deals with market makers, right? Market makers are the ones who actually fulfill the trades that we all make every single day. So when you buy and sell stocks on the stock market, or you buy and sell stock options on the stock market, you're interfacing with a market maker. The market maker is the one that actually completes the transaction for us. So how all this works is that when you go to buy a stock, you open up your Robinhood app, you search for the company, and then you select trade. And you say, I want to buy this stock. And so once you enter the amount you want to buy, Robinhood sends that request to a market maker. And Robinhood says, hey, we have this user on our platform who wants to buy 1,000 shares of XYZ company. Can you do that for them? And the market maker says, yes, I can do that. And I will charge you this much. And then the market maker completes the transaction. And then a bunch of other stuff happens in the background, and the stock is placed under your name and you have ownership of those shares of that company. But then how does the market maker get those shares? So on the selling side, when you go to sell your stocks to the market maker, you open up your app, you search for the company, you say, hey, I own 10 shares of this company, I want to sell them. And you tell Robinhood, sell 10 of these shares. And Robinhood says, okay, fine. I'm going to call the market maker up and I'm going to tell the market maker, hey, I have these 10 shares of XYZ company. I want to sell it for this user on my platform. Can you do that for me? And the market maker says, yes, I can buy those shares from you. and this is how much I'm willing to pay based on the market right now. And just like that, your shares are sold to the market maker, and then he goes and sells it to whoever needs to complete that transaction. You don't care who's on the other end. The market maker's job is to complete the transaction and provide liquidity. So when you start trading on the stock market, you don't really think about this, but on the stock market, just because you're selling doesn't mean that somebody else is buying. So let's think about this. In a normal market, say you go to a farmer's market, somebody has to be selling apples in order for you to buy those apples, right? But on the stock market, the people who run these stock markets are very clever. They know that there's not always going to be somebody else on the other end to sell you a stock or to buy a stock from you. So they enlist the help of these market makers, people with lots of money who can afford to provide liquidity to the rest of the market. So whenever you want to buy a stock on the stock market, those market makers are there to sell it to you. And when you need to sell, they're there to provide that liquidity so that you can sell your stock and get the money you need, whether or not somebody else is on the other end to buy that stock from you. That is the job of a market maker. And of course, there's a lot more stuff. It's pretty complicated how they work, and we will cover all of that later on in another video. All you have to know right now is that when you go to buy or sell a stock on the stock market and you're using Robinhood, you are interacting with Robinhood. But then Robinhood goes and interacts with a market maker. They say, hey, I want to buy or sell this stock. And the market maker responds and says, okay, I can do that for you. And then once it's complete, Robinhood gets back to you and says, the transaction is complete. Here's your stock or here's your money. And that's it. That's all you have to know. And Robinhood gets paid for providing that deal to the market maker, right? The service that Robinhood provides to the market maker is that they are making it easier for the market maker to access more buyers and sellers, because the market maker earns money on a spread between where they buy low and they sell high. So if they can get more deals to buy and sell, they get paid more, right? So Robinhood provides them more deals to complete. And the more deals they complete, then Robinhood gets paid more and more and more. And the more users that Robinhood's had, then the more deals they can actually send to market makers and get paid for that. So Robinhood has set up all these great deals with market makers on the stock markets, and they get paid very well for making it easy for more people to buy and sell stocks on the stock market, because that makes more deals for market makers and everyone wins. So let's take a quick look at exactly how much money Robinhood gets paid for providing more deals to market makers on the stock market, and for providing us retail investors a free and great platform to invest in the stock market. So first, let's look at Q1 of this year, 2020, and see exactly how much Robinhood earned for stock trades and for stock option trades. So according to CNBC, in Q1 of 2020, Robinhood earned 24 cents for every 100 trades of stocks on the stock market. And they earned 48 cents for every 100 trades of stock options. So in total, for Q1 of 2020, Robinhood earned $91 million for trades of equity and for stock options. And that came out to an average of 36 cents per 100 shares traded. That's a lot of money to earn just for offering free trades. They are making a killing on a free trading platform. It's a pretty great business model if you ask me. So their closest competitor in stock trades, in equity trades, was TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade earned 15 cents per 100 shares of equity traded on the stock market, and they earned 53 cents per every 100 shares of options traded. Given that TD Ameritrade is much older and much more established than Robinhood, they earned more than double what Robinhood earned in Q1 of 2020. But that's great news for Robinhood, because they're not too far behind. They're second to TD Ameritrade, and that's amazing for a startup, right? So Robinhood's doing very well. So now let's look at Q2 of 2020 and see how much more Robinhood earned, because they definitely earned more in Q2 when people were stuck inside and had nothing else to do but trade stocks, right? So in Q2 of 2020, Robinhood earned 17 cents per 100 shares of equity traded on the stock market on their platform. And they earned 58 cents per every 100 shares of stock options traded on their platform. That is 10 cents more than in Q1, right? So people were trading more in options in Q2 than in Q1. So in Q2, Robinhood earned $180 million across the board for both stocks and stock options. They almost doubled how much they earned in Q1. Robinhood was the big winner in this whole pandemic. They have benefited so much from everyone being locked at home and having nothing else to do but trade stocks, right? There were no sports, you couldn't go out, you couldn't go on vacation. People were bored, so they just opened up Robinhood and started trading stocks and stock options. And Robinhood doubled how much they were making from Q1 to Q2. They closed the gap between them and TD Ameritrade in Q2. They earned more than half of what TD Ameritrade earned in Q2. That is great news for Robinhood. They are obviously doing very well this year. And if they can continue to do this well going forward, if more people continue to invest in the stock market, even if it's free, even if it's commission free, Robinhood is obviously making a killing on all of these trades. So that's how Robinhood makes money. They take your request to buy and sell stocks and stock options. They send it to a market maker. The market maker says, hey, thank you, Robinhood, for sending me all these great deals. Here's your kickback. Here's your commission, right? Because the market maker makes money on the spread because they buy low and they sell high. So the more deals they have, even if they're only earning a few cents per trade, these market makers are making a killing from the amount of trades that they do over time. So the more trades that they can actually complete, then the more they earn. And so they will pay anyone who can get them more deals. And Robinhood is saying, hey, we're popular with millennials and they love us because we have a very clean platform. People love using our platform. We make it super easy, maybe too easy to trade stocks and stock options. So we can get you more deals and we'll make a great deal with you and you just pay us a fair amount per trade and we can all be happy. So that's exactly how Robinhood makes money, and that is how much they made in Q1 and Q2. They made $91 million in Q1 of this year, and then they turned around and made $180 million in Q2 of this year. If you ever thought you couldn't make money from a free thing, well, Robinhood is proving you wrong, right? We all know this about Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. They all make lots of money on something free. When something is free, you are the product, right? Always remember that. You are the product when something is free. So in this case, you're not really losing anything. Except if you're trying to day trade, you might not get as much profit because Robinhood has made these deals behind the scenes with market makers to ensure that the transaction makes sense for both parties. So they aren't really optimizing for you, the day trader. They're optimizing for themselves and the market maker. They want to make sure that they have a good relationship with these market makers so they can continue to get paid for these deals. So that's why you shouldn't be day trading anywhere or on Robinhood. That's why we invest for the long term. That's why we practice the bull mentality, right? The bull mentality is that we know what we invest in. We understand what we invest in. We believe in what we invest in. And we hold for the long term because that is how we build wealth in this country. Not by day trading, not by being screwed over by Robinhood and these market makers, right? We hold for the long term. We benefit from the appreciation of the value of our assets, right? Over the long term, we build sustainable wealth that way. So now that you know how Robinhood works and how they earn money, remember that as you go forward and make free trades, because now you understand exactly how this works under the hood, and that can inform your behavior and help you continue to invest long term and not get pulled into all of these great day trading skills and tricks and whatever to get rich quick. The system isn't set up for you to get rich quick. It's set up for you to build sustainable wealth if you know how to use the tools that are available to you and understand how they actually work under the hood. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like this video below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so that you know the next time I publish a new video, and comment below what you've learned and what your feelings are on Robinhood and how it makes money and how market makers work. And let me know what you would like to learn next, what you want me to cover. I'm Lincoln with bullacademy.org. Thank you again and have a great day.